Kia ora tātou katoa I te wānau. Nau mai ki te tahi o ngā wāanga ko Hōmai te Horopaki. Kia ora everyone, welcome to our first video, I guess, as Ngati Gaming. And tonight we're doing a little segment called Hōmai te Horopaki. It's basically us kind of giving a go at translating English words into Te Ao Māori. Our intention for it is this is just a wakaaro or a thought and like a process where us that are probably proficient in Te Ao Māori, how we look at translating English words into Te Ao Māori. I guess one of the biggest examples that we have out there at the moment is how we translated Call of Duty. Well, Mato, do you want just quickly want to give a little kōrero on how we done that?
Kapai. So just talking about Call of Duty, we're trying to look for a Māori name for it. So obviously we kept to the translated word for call, which is karanga. But the rest of it, we went off duty. If we were to translate them word for word, it would be so karanga or haipapa, which is Call of Duty word for word. But in a Māori context, that wouldn't make sense. So the idea was to delve a little bit deeper and give more of a Māori perspective or a Māori point of view as to what Call of Duty might be in Te Reo Māori. So we referred to the God of War, Tūmatauinga, and we looked at it as this is Tūmatauinga's Call of Duty, so therefore we went with Te Karanga o Tūmatauinga or Te Karanga o Tū, which is Tūmatauinga's call to arms.
And for someone who's a beginner like myself, bro, that made total sense. You know, like you're trying to give the Te Reo, Te Ao Māori perspective, or the Horopaki version of how we would do it. So yeah, so I'm an amateur, and that made sense to me.
Awesome.
So,
yeah. Cool. So I forgot to say at the start was we got Mato and Native in here with us. We got Zane. And then we got No Face Axie to one name. the bro will show face next week or something, but yeah. Engari, but that's our kopa, but that's basically the essence of it all. Just giving a Māori perspective on an English name. Or it could be Japanese, because like anime or something, for example. But we're gonna go through three names for this episode. And Axie's got three words or English words that we're going to translate.
A bit of a cheap one for our first one.
Yeah. So what's our first one, brother? And we'll give it a go.
So everyone knows this one, bro. Like, bro, everyone knows the old Dragon Ball Z. I don't know anyone who doesn't know who Goku is or hasn't seen him before. So, I reckon we should start with the old OG Dragon Ball first.
OG Dragon Ball, memories. So what we do, one of the first steps, when we're trying to translate things, is that we try and get the context of the word. So, could you give us a bit of context what like Dragon Ball is, bro? Actually,
a Dragon Ball,
what Dragon Ball is. Sorry, like not so much just the ball, but like it's an anime, obviously.
Yeah, so it's a Japanese anime. Loosely, I say very loosely, based off the Journey to the West novels. So, but the Dragon Ball bit itself, it comes away quite a bit. So it's martial arts of one of the first martial arts animes that sort of went mainstream.
Yeah.
The Dragon Balls come from items inside the program which grant wishes, but I think that on its own is going to start complicating things.
Yeah.
I think this one's just the easy one where we probably could just go straight translate. Otherwise, we will be delving into Mandarin. This is going to be fun on our first shot.
No, that's going to suck, bro.
Yeah, but that's an easy one, eh? So, so usually you get to start with the words, right? So dragon and the ball.
Yeah.
So, I guess for dragon, I don't know about Matua, but like I guess all of us would say like we would translate that to Tanifa or Taniwa, right? That'll be the closest comparison to it.
Unless we have other things that we could,
I'm
but
trying to
yeah.
think of other ones actually. Do you know of any other kōrero around? If there's another type of taniwha in that matua?
Yeah, so actually I'm just listening to the kōrero and looking at it from a different Horopaki, is understanding as to what these Dragon Balls are used for. So I'm thinking about the wish side.
Yeah.
So like another word for ball is poi. And poi comes from the word sphere. Alright, so if we look at the context of Dragon Balls being like little spheres of dreams, then you can look at it in this context, eh? So sphere, poi, dreams, wawata.
Wawata. Aye.
Yeah. So my understanding of Dragon Ball would be poi wawata.
Oh,
And then-
yeah, because it's. I thought like you start off simple, but the more deeper you go in, bro, that makes sense too.
It's awesome,
'Cause
bro.
they-
See? Yeah.
Because even they reference them in show as being like balls of power, or they give them different names depending on where you are.
Well, it sounds like from the kaupapa, or like from the Horopaki that you're given, the focus is around these magic balls creating wishes for people.
Yeah, everyone's on a mission to find him as well, eh?
Yeah, most of everything starts off with the mission to find them to X. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, there's a but no, it's this and that. No, most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
that'll be our first OG Dragon Ball series, yeah.
Well,
So
I was just thinking, could we kind of personalize it more? And what I mean by personalize it, like say it's poi wawata, right? What do you reckon about ngā poi o wawata?
yeah, because
So the spheres of dreams,
The spheres of dreams,
or the spheres of wishes.
of wishes, yeah.
Poi o wawata.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
because they do.
from the kaupapa that so from that whakaro that I was sharing, another whakaro Mauri is more than often we try to condense or abbreviate our kupu and allow the kupu itself to tell the story.
Yes.
So if you say like have poi wawata as an abbreviation for ngā poi o wawata or ngā poi a wawata.
Poi wawata. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then people will go, okay, what's the whakaro behind the kupu? When they yeah. Yeah. So this is a huge thing when it comes down to breaking down kupu. Like kia wawahi ai ngā kupu ki te kumia I te horopaki kei roto. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the easiest example, like in terms of what Matu was saying, so when we say poi wawata, like you'll break it down and you'll come up with ngā poi o wawata. It's the same as like your iwi, right? Ngati hine, ngati porou. Like ngati is a short word for ngā tini o. So descendants of porou, descendants of hine. So yeah, that's a good breakdown of that one, bro.
Oh, nice. There's like these sorts of conversations can go on for ages. That's why context is important. Mean.
So Dragon Ball, poi wawata.
Poi wawata.
Poi wawata.
Okay, cool. So now we've got the iterations. So we've got Z, Dragon Ball Z. So this took quite a while to figure out what the Z stood for. So if you were to look it up and go onto Google, you'll get about 3 wrong answers straight away. Boom, boom, boom.
Try it, yeah.
You'll get 3 wrong answers straight away. So one of the prevailing series was named after the Z Fighters. But that one was a big kati on that one. That one proved out to be wrong. Okay. The other translation they thought Z stood for was Zetai. But that was proven to be false as well, thankfully, because that would have been a headache. The Z, where it actually came from, bro, was a Toriyama, the writer himself. basically just gave the show, because Dragon Ball Z was meant to be the last bit. So the Cell Saga, oh no, the Frieza Saga was meant to be the last saga. And he dubbed that Z because it was the end for him, and like sort of he just picked it because it was the end of the alphabet. That's all. Like everyone made up all these Z stories, bro.
Yeah.
But but the creator just goes, nah, I thought it was gonna be the end. So that's what he puts.
Well, zero meaning to it, bro.
Yeah, zero meaning.
Nah,
it's just
it's not so much zero. It's just simple, It's just simple as.
Everyone else made up the
reiterated,
convoluted meanings, bro, like Z Fighter, Z Tai, and all of this stuff. But in the end, the creator Toriyama himself just goes, "Oh no, I thought it was going to be the end," so he put the last letter.
Bro, he's a simple man, bro. Simple thought, but like
So
awesome
what
anime.
would our last letter be in our, our alphabet then? If we're going to go that way, or if we got another way to think about it? Fu?
That's one way. Hea te u, ne.
O ko te u mō ngā vowels me ki.
Ki? Oh, yeah. So,
Ngā pū
Ngā pū
matua.
matua. Ai.
Mm.
So, would we? We would still have to stick around with the ngā poi wawata.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Poi wawata. I thought it would be just poi wawata and one side like oo or fu, or like what are we gonna go with?
I was thinking that we could be poi wawata fu. Nah.
Poi wawata fu.
Because foo's another slang in New Zealand,
Yeah, that's what.
So I'm not too sure about that one, bro.
No.
But how would we say it so that the kaupapa would still retain its mana?
Yeah. Aye.
I think going with the what Toriyama intended, like as well too, bro. Like it was just he thought it was final, so he just checked the final letter of the alphabet.
Yeah, so I'm thinking at the moment something around wakamutunga or whakamutunga or otinga. My understanding around mutu and oti is when you wakamutu something, it's like it's finished for now. Where oti, the word oti is it's like finished forever type thing. So
and then you've also got kapinga as well to wrap it up.
That wraps it, yeah.
Not really wrapped though, because it carried on.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to think too. It's not. It's not
finished.
Wakamitsu or something around it. I don't know. That's what
So
I'm thinking.
I reckon just that alone, within the English context, it's already lost its meaning because it would seem to be the ending.
Yeah. It was intended. His intention was to end it there.
Yeah. So even though it was his intention, it's not exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So, but he still retained the sea for the sake of.
Well, it was his intention at that time, Because this was it. So
Frieza Saga was meant to be it. The legendary Saiyan was there. Boom, done. He wasn't really expecting to go 3, 4, God.
Yeah. So looking at like because what came after Frieza Saga was his Trunks Saga.
Yeah, so it was pretty much the androids. Yeah.
Android Saga.
Androids.
Yeah, Trunks and Android Saga. So the Trunks and Android Saga were pretty much the lines that Toriyama had crossed after he had made intended making the name Dragon Ball Z. Okay. So there's a Horopaki there.
Yeah, I can't.
With the thinking caps on.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Do you have anything in mind, though, Amatu?
I'm almost tempted to go transliterated on it.
Same.
Poi wawata ti.
T?
Z. Z and T, ne?
Hey, poi wawata ti. And that's only because like the original Horopaki that was supposed to stick to it. ended up becoming null and void after the Trunks saga and Android saga started.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recognize as that letter Z in the name Dragon Ball Z having its own mana.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's that again. That's a whakaaro.
Yeah.
That makes sense because everyone does say that to a certain degree, even in English.
Yeah.
So what's the point in having that there? So
Pai
are
te
you
rā
gonna...
waka, pai te rā waka mārama ki aho.
Boy, what's Z though? You reckon?
What do you reckon, Zane?
We might be having another Deutsch moment. Where did the Z come from?
Yeah. Keep the Z as
Well,
like
of...
just to represent like it being the end, like
Yeah.
keeping it as a series because everyone knows that. Well, so far in the korero, it's supposed to be labeled as the last, last of the series.
Yeah.
So
And he just picked the last letter, eh?
yeah, pretty much. And we could just reiterate the first like Pui Wawata and then Z.
Just add the T, like the bird said.
All T. So yeah.
I just went with T for transliteration.
Yeah.
And then
You wouldn't
argue that point too.
Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't just mirror the last letter of our alphabet to sort of give the same sort of context, like it's just trying to match what he done.
Well, if we were to
really
decide amongst ourselves, which one would we more likely go with? Poi wawata fu or poi wawata ti?
Gee, no, not food, bro. Not food at all. Food just don't sound right. Food just don't sound right. Pui Wawata T does.
It makes sense.
Because you say, Pui Wawata food, you're literally carrying it on to something else, you know?
Yeah, we're like...
what's the context? I want to know, like, what does it
Poi
mean?
wawata fu.
That's what I mean, you know? This is really a slang, so we can't
I think everyone would, like, when you say T, like, poi wawata T, everyone would, like, kind of understand it.
Yeah, you'll get
quickly,
some of the
like, even for learners and that.
Yeah, you'll get some of the...
How about this, okay? T hei mauriora. Hei kupu whakamutunga mo tētai kōrero.
Aye.
So, when people get up, they can start off with the Te Ao Māori, and normally they will finish with the Te Ao Māori as well.
Bro, I just got pictures of the puckers saying that and acting like it's finished and then carries on.
Yeah. Well, that's happened with Whai Kōrero as well. E rongo whakaari ake ki runga turuturu o whitu. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Okay, so they say Te Ao Māori. They would say at beginning, and then they'll go Te Ao Māori.
Gotta get up for a waiata. Oh no, tricked me.
Yeah.
Before we go, just because I can just see another view coming in, if we were to go with Te Ao Māori or the thing, because if you did it like Te Ao Māori is like Māori was like the first breath of life as well, though, right?
Yeah.
So they could argue that it's a start of something.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? What
would be the argument for using Te Ao Māori at the end of a karakia?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So we've got that argument there too, and
that actually fits
well,
because it can be a beginning and an end.
That's a good example to if someone asks it. Like,
but do we often use it at the end of a karakia though?
Whakataka te hau.
Yeah, whakataka te hau is the biggest.
As a good example.
Yeah, good example.
Yeah.
I
actually like that one, bro. That fits.
Oh, that fits better though, because then you start as a he karakia timatanga, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, although when you say Te Ao Māori at the end of the karakia, you go into your mihi, so you're starting into your mihi and stuff like that. And that's exactly what happened to Dragon Ball Z, right? So let's go, bro. We found, after a little while, I think we found our,
Yeah,
we found it. That fits.
Poi wawata ti,
Poi wawata ti. Dragon Ball Z at te wana is Poi wawata ti.
Okay.
Not
the next one.
Nah, food's the stupid.
The next one, bro. The next one is the part of the series that rub people the wrong way. We're on to GT.
Yeah.
So GT actually
GT's
has a
another
meaning
story.
this time. Yeah, that's Grand Tour.
Grand
Hey,
Tour.
You're
Okay.
getting the Dragon Ball
I
Grand
thought
Tour.
it was a mixture of Mauri and Pākehā going tonu.
Going Tony. So
Koiwawata's still going.
oh, going Tony. Yo, actually, can you expand on what the GT series is, what it's about and stuff? Or...
So, bro, this series was quite polarizing, but
Yeah, it's
just
confusing.
yeah. So I won't touch on any of the reasons why people like it. Basically, what you're trying to get is you're getting a grand tour of the whole series. So the idea was to explore everything in there. So you're seeing things like, okay, so no one really dies in Dragon Ball. You're exploring the negative and positive aspects of using the Dragon Balls as well. A lot of the past between the Saiyans and the other race that I forget what's that other race that got in Dragon Ball. So basically, Grand Tour is basically just that you're getting like the Grand Tour in the context before Super, like the entire Dragon Ball universe up until that point.
Okay.
So when they say Grand Tour, bro, they're giving you the Grand Tour, but at the same time, their characters aren't acting the way they should. That's why people
Right.
don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
But that's not really
universe
part of
kind
the
of thing.
series. Yeah. Or the universe as how we saw it back then as well. So it is, in a sense, a grand tour, but that was before this whole multiversal stuff started becoming
And the
thing.
Super.
Ka tuku te rākau ki a koe, Prods.
Because like, yeah, kei te wakaroa, because I didn't really watch too much GTA, so I didn't really know what happened in there.
Yeah, you do explore a lot of the past, and all of that. It goes.
Because it wasn't like, isn't that when Pan and stuff come into it? Like,
yeah.
Well, no,
Say a man.
Saiyan Man, yeah, that's when I remember all those parts of it, but I just couldn't. I can't
pretty
remember
much
what's
Goku's
about.
younger self kind of time,
Yeah.
you know.
They pretty much had to nerf Goku throughout the whole series as he was already too strong, and then they done sort of like.
Damn.
He got a nerf.
Yeah. He got a big fat nerf, and they ended up getting a big fat buff at the end. I'm like, oh, what's the point of that?
Yeah, so I think it goes into the whole story with the whole tails kind of thing,
So,
like Goku having the tail.
The intention was to give you like the full tour of like the universe up until that point.
Yeah.
Was GT created by Toriyama as well?
Nah, not directly. No, he had input.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so GT was sort of that. Yeah, there'll be more to that later.
Yeah, that's why it was Tickle. That's why.
Yeah, it was a huge stuff up there. That's why they ended up bringing in Super E. Cleaned it up.
So the Super came about, bro, after the big steaming pile of poo that was Dragon Ball Evolution. That made him mad enough to come in, and he started the gods.
Yeah.
He
came in. Sucked.
Yeah, so it went from Poiwawata T to Poiwawata Teats.
Yeah. I don't know. Pēhea koe matua.
Well, yeah, ki te Horopaki ko tuku mai axiom, according to the context of the bros given. Okay, Grand Tour. So that's talking about everything.
The intention was to explore everything up until that point.
So if we were to look at it from a Māori perspective, kei te kōrero mo te tangata mo tōna tai ao. So if I were to look at it in that context, Poiwawata tai ao would be my translation for Dragon Ball GT.
Ai, raui. Oh, yeah, I was thinking...
What's the meaning behind the kupu matua?
Tai ao? So tai ao is more like your surrounding, your universe, your everything around you.
Yep.
That makes a part.
That meaning gave me a bit of goosebumps there, Bolt.
So if we're talking about your tai ao, We could be talking about your environment. We could be talking about your family. We could be talking about your farm or like your extended whānau, your pepeha.
Yeah.
Okay. We could be talking about the whole world.
And they do get into that, eh?
Yeah,
They do get into this whole saying pepeha and stuff and what they've done. And
they got a spirit bomb in it that comes from all the energies, right?
yeah, the everywhere spirit bombs. But that was in Z as well.
Yeah, that was in Z. Yeah.
Yeah. They have the everywhere spirit bombs and bro.
Yeah.
Because you can use that same kupu for all the arcs in this too, pretty much.
Yeah. So if we were talking about like everything relating to Goku, we could be talking about Goku and his style. We could be talking about Gohan and his style, which I'm guessing based on the words Grand Tour.
Yeah.
Is what all of that is about.
Yeah, you even go into the thing as the Saiyans as a race and their planets as well.
Yep,
So
they'll have their own Taiao too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Namek and all them, eh? Oh no, that's
so
they got their own Taiao.
They got their own Taiao.
Yeah, and the Black Dragon Balls get theirs as well.
Oh, that's right.
That's right, yeah.
So that could be like fits like aerially fits like quite well.
It encompasses everything, yeah. What it is, yeah.
But again, it's merely a perspective based on how I see the kupu.
Alright, there you go, Te Wānau.
But even then, that makes sense to me. So this is all just a convo too, peeps. So if anyone's got other kōrero, chuck it in.
Please, yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole point of this, is like there's one perspective.
So from Poiwa Watati to Poiwa Watataya. Yeah, I try to keep it basic as well.
Yeah, you want it basic, bro.
Yep. When you start saying, what's up?
You don't want GT to be...
Araki.
Junior, no.
Yeah, because that's...
Koku.
Well, that's the point of a title for your whatever, maybe for your story or movie. Yeah, you want a nice, simple, something that hits. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with those ones, bro. But yeah, there's our kupu more Dragon Ball GT e te wānau. Ko te poi
last
wawata.
Dragon Ball one, bro. This one was cheating, just going Dragon Ball and all that. But I thought it was, but it turns out to be deeper than what I thought. The last one's super. So just the context around that, the Super Dragon Balls supersede the normal Dragon Balls. So like there were limits on the normal Dragon Balls. So they couldn't fix problems that were outside of its power and stuff like that. But these Super Dragon Balls are multi-universal. So there's hardly any limits there in terms of things. So there's a reason why they're super. They're like the multi-universal version of a planetary magic. I don't know what to call it. Like the Dragon Balls are basically magic.
They are,
yeah. So these ones are like the upgraded multi-universal version. So there's a reason why it's super. And then it brings in the context of more than one dimension or more than one realm.
More than one realm, yeah.
Even though the others dealt with the like afterlife and stuff like that, this one here, it's the norm now. Like there are arguably 12 universes, but I don't know if they're going to extend. But these Dragon Balls are multi-universal. Good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. That's arguably 12, but that's just what we know at the moment. They could add more. They could get rid of some. Yeah, the Omni King has the power to probably create and or destroy.
Wow, yeah, universal, bro.
Yeah, they are the universal, multi-universal upgrade.
Multi-universal.
So what would be the translation for super? Like, what would
to give something like an upgrade to.
Yeah. So that's talking about mana motuhake. There's like a special power, or that makes you a super person. You've got ariki, you've got tipua. They would say if we were talking about Superman, he'd be one person identified as an ariki or a tipua.
Yep.
Yeah, which is I guess in the context of a demigod.
Yeah, bro.
Maui. Yeah.
The thing with this, bro, like when you talk about these Supermans and stuff like that, do we have any context where God has any context where gods have shattered the reality, and I don't know. So this is concept bending stuff, even in English.
Tane. In Māoridom, it's Tane and Maui.
Tane and Maui, bro, hard up.
Those are probably the two atua and tipua that I know of that have shaped reality besides besides Io Matua Kore from a Māori context. To make it become what it is.
Tane is a big one too. He's done many things. Ngati Te o Te Wānanga.
Oh yeah.
Just in the concept of anime as well and power scaling, creation is seen to be stronger than destruction. So if they have the power to create, that puts them above destruction.
Yeah, well, you can still, identify that with the Io Matua Kore.
Why didn't we use like an iteration of one of Tane's names or being?
Because it's kind of hard to just to give the Dragon Balls an upgrade. Just based on that, because they do have arguably the power of creation, and if we're going to liken that to, one of our atua that have the same feats, but I think that fits being able to. I think I got limited knowledge though, boys, in that space.
I'm leaning heaps towards like the Tane Nuyarangi type thing. What about you, Motu?
Honestly, I'm thinking of two things. Okay. So, if we were to look at like Tane and his achievements alongside the 12 universes that were mentioned, because I was thinking about the 12 universes. Now, in Māoridom, for some kōrero relating to the some scholars, a couple of scholars from, I think they were from the East Coast. Don't quote me on this, but
only record you, got you.
Te mātorohanga e nepia pōhuhu te toi o ngārangi, which is talking about te kauairunga and te kauairaro. Okay, so when these two guys talk about te kauairunga, they talk about the 12 heavens. And they talk about how Tane climbed those 12 heavens to get to Tiki Tiki Orangi to speak with Io Matua Kore and retrieve the baskets of knowledge. Yeah. So, in my whakaaro, I'm more or less looking at te toi o ngārangi or te toi huarewa, which is the pathway that Tane took to get to retrieve the baskets of knowledge. So yeah, that was my first whakaaro. I'll get your feedback from that one first while I was still thinking about my other one.
That's what those are the lines I was thinking of Ngati Te Wānanga as well.
It fits for now, unless someone changes how many universes there are. Like right now it fits. But with old Zeno Sama there, he creates and uncreates universes at his will. Like he deleted a universe because he hated the way it looked. and super.
Yeah.
It was on a different timeline. So even time there isn't even a thing. Like
Poi wawata wa... Oh. Oh, shit. I don't know. Poi wawata or something. Oh.
yeah. So the 12 heavens thing sort of matches up for now.
Yeah.
Even though the universes are considered to be like normal universes, not so much heaven. But then it just depends on how you look at it. But like,
Yeah.
if you can ascend those 12 heavens, you reach essentially what is Atua and Dragon Ball, which is Xeno-sama at the moment.
Zeno, yeah.
So that sort of fits there too.
Yeah,
Hence why,
unlucky.
since why, in the Tournament of Power, the winner of that got...
They give the walls, right?
Mm.
So
So essentially you're getting there, and it's not baskets of knowledge, it's a basket of, bro, whatever you want.
whatever you want. Jeez.
In the eyes of Māori, knowledge is power.
Mm. And his wish too, and his wish in this instance was to bring back all the deleted universes. So there were 2 at that point, and then it went back to 12.
Well, okay. Did you have another whakaaro, Prince?
Oh, I'm kind of stuck on that, but I was just thinking around, that kōrero with
I figured
Tāne.
Super would be the difficult one, eh?
Yeah. So like I said, I had 2. So those whakaaro, that whakaaro I gave earlier was my first one. The second one was Te Tikahurangi.
Okay.
So looking at Te Tikahurangi as being the pinnacle of success. Reverting back to the whakatauki whaia Te Tikahurangi ki te tohu koe me he maunga taitei. Being set on that pathway pretty much is the pathway of araki or atua, the leadership role. So it's talking about the journey. Yeah.
I think that one fits Super, eh, to a T.
Really?
Because it is the journey at the moment, and they're still on it too. He's basically Goku's current trajectory is reaching the status of Atua, like a destruction.
Yeah.
So the Ultra Instinct is a technique of the gods of destruction. So he's basically, this whole journey's been on there. Well, God in the context of Dragon Ball, I mean, like, the Kais are gods, but they weak as shit. But...
yeah.
So yeah. Te Ao Kahurangi.
So Te Tikahurangi.
Te Tikahurangi. Yeah.
What is the meaning behind that one, bro? That one was like pretty...
Te Tikahurangi?
Yeah.
So it's taken from the whakatauki or from the proverb. Whaia te tikahurangi ki te tūhu koe me he maunga teitei. Okay, so it's like talking about the steep, narrow pathway, or the hardest pathway, the difficult pathway towards towards success.
That's a Goku in this fucking thing the whole way through, eh, to be honest. He pretty much just described that guy. Bro, even in the next arc, Vegeta does something that's along the same path as well, bro.
Yeah.
He does something which is the hardest path for him to reach the on par with a god of destruction.
Yeah, so we agree that one's more aligned with...
So I like that one more.
Yeah.
I just personally, because I think it aligns with the... Like, especially when it comes to the journey, because that's what
that's what I'm just thinking too.
About too. It's the journey of, the characters in there reaching their, I don't know, what was the, Araki or Atua or whatever their journey is too. Especially when you start putting the gods in there as well, it starts to be even more fitting.
So so the options were, poi wa wata te toi o ngā rangi. poi wawata te toi huarewa, and poi wawata te tikahurangi.
Oh, I missed one. What was the first one?
Poi wawata te toi o Ngārangi, which is more specific to the 12 universes. 12.
Oh, yeah. And so
Okay.
what was the second one?
Poi wawata te toi huarewa was in reference to Tane and his pathway to gaining the 3 baskets of knowledge.
Mm.
And then poi wawata te tikahurangi is reference to taking the difficult path towards success, like the pinnacle of success.
Because in there, bro, like it's not just Goku too trying to reach the pinnacle as well.
It's everyone.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, they're all good, but I think the first two, bro, they're more of like the physical realm where they are, where the Wakatoki version of it, that te tihi, hea te
Whaia te tikahurangi.
Yeah, that talks about the journey, and and you see all of that throughout Super A. And then
because even Frieza trains, bro. Even
Frieza comes to it too. Yeah.
So,
except for old Boo, though, they're having a nap, but you know.
So to conclude that, then we all in agreement that our understanding of Dragon Ball Super is poi wawata te tikahurangi.
Yeah, bro, I might need to. I might get you to have to write that one down, Bo.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
Bro, that
Dragon
was
Ball Super te wānau. Poi wawata te tikahurangi.
Yeah.
Dude, and all it's called it all. Ooh, that's enough Dragon Balls for the night, yeah?
Yeah, Bo.
That was cool. That was mean wawata. Zane,
Yeah,
did you get anything just from sitting in here with us?
Yeah, just learning about like the whole meaning of it, like getting more knowledge about water altogether and shit like that.
Bro, that's what I love about our Te Ao, bro.
Yeah.
It's just it's not about just the meaning. You know what I mean? You know, like there's deeper things, context, and like Mato brings up like the mana of the intention of the word as well.
Aye. Yeah, well, that's the cool thing about this format, I guess, is like you get to see what we mean by putting a Maori worldview or perspective on things in motion. Like we straight up had a wānanga between us, bro. You know, and we took both sides and we came to the middle and we come up with these names. But yeah, just to recap, I guess.
Yeah, and by no means, peeps, if you got kōrero to add in, bro, I want to read those too.
Yeah, true, yeah.
The more point of views you have, the more you grow.
Aye.
The way I see it.
Yep. So this is definite. This is not the definite answers to these things. It's just our perspectives on it and our whakaaro. And like the bro said, if you have any whakaaro, throw them in there. Let us know and whatnot. But just to recap on what we've come up with. So for Dragon Ball, we had Matua.
Poi wawata.
Poi wawata. Then Dragon Ball Z, we had what? Actually.
Poi wawata T.
Poi wawata T. And then, do you remember the Dragon Ball GT one, Zane?
Nah, what was that one?
Oh.
Poi wawata. What was it?
Well, what are Hoki?
I was trying to remember the last one.
Oh, poi wawata taio. There you go.
Yeah.
And then for Dragon Ball Super, we ended up with poi wawata te tikahurangi. Dude, mean. Kōpai tērā? We all good with that one? Mean. Alright, just shut our kaupapa down. Thank you everyone for if you listened in. Let us know what you think about our little kōrero here, whether it be in the comments or contact us for our socials and whatnot.
Let us know what else.
Yeah, add your whakaaro to it too. We'd love to have a look at your whakaaro as well. Take those into considerations. But other than that, we'll come together more on these type of kōrero and that. But this is Hōmai te Horopaki. You know, give us the context, and then we'll give you a Mauri perspective on it. Mauri worldview. Mauri ora, boys.
Mauri ora.